GA Real Estate Math Exam Flashcards, 21 questions with explained answers. Flashcard 1. Term, cost approach formula. Definition: value equals land value plus, improvements plus capital additions, depreciation. Flashcard 2. Term, land value equals $50,000, home replacement cost equals $150,000, new garage added at $30,000, total depreciation equals $10,000. Definition: value equals $50,000 plus, $150,000 plus $30,000, $10,000, equals $220,000. Flashcard 3. Term, net operating income formula. Definition: NOI equals potential gross income, vacancy loss plus other income, operating expenses. Note, operating expenses do not include mortgage payments. Flashcard 4. Term, a comparable property has 4 bedrooms and the subject has 3 bedrooms. If bedrooms are valued at $30,000, how would you adjust a CMA to account for this? Definition: subtract $30,000 from the value of the comparable. Flashcard 5. Term, income capitalization approach formulas. Definition: value equals annual net operating income slash capitalization rate cap. Rate equals annual net operating income slash value. Annual net operating income equals value x cap rate. Flashcard 6. Term, a property is being appraised using the income capitalization approach. Annually, it has potential gross income of $30,000, vacancy and credit losses of $1,500, and operating expenses of $10,000. Using a capitalization rate of 9%, what is the indicated value, to the nearest $1,000? Definition: remember the formula for calculating value. Value equals NOI slash cap rate. First, determine the net income by subtracting out vacancy and expenses from the potential gross income. $30,000, $1,500, $10,000 equals $18,500 NOI. Next, divide $18,500 by the capitalization rate, 0.09, $18,500 slash 0.09 equals $205,555 or $206,000 rounded. Flashcard 7. Term, what is the GRM of a house with monthly rent of $1,200 and a value of $134,400? Definition: $134,400 price divided by $1,200 rent equals 112 GRM. Flashcard 8. Term, what is the value of a house with monthly rent of $1,200 and a GRM of 112? Definition: $1,200 rent x 112 GRM equals $134,400. Flashcard 9. Term, an apartment building has 24 apartments that rent for $500 per month. Vacancy rate is 5% and laundry vending income is $300 per month. Operating expenses equal 40% of potential rent. What is the NOI? Definition: potential gross income, $500 x 24 units x 12 months equals $144,000. Vacancy, $144,000 x 5% equals $7,200. Laundry income, $300 per month x 12 months equals $3,600. Effective gross income, $144,000, $7,200. Vacancy plus laundry income $3,600 equals $140,400. Operating expenses, $144,000 x 40% equals $57,600. Net operating income, effective gross income of $140,400, operating expenses of $57,600 equals $82,800. Flashcard 10. Term, depreciation. Definition: annual depreciation equals BEG depreciation basis slash hashtag of years. Depreciation basis is initial property value plus any capital improvements plus land. Flashcard 11. Term, a rental house has monthly gross income of $1,200. A suitable gross rent multiplier derived from market data is 117. What estimated sale price, to the nearest $1,000, is indicated? Definition: GRM equals price slash monthly income. To solve for price, convert the formula to price equals GRM x monthly income. Thus, 117 x $1,200 equals $140,400 or $140,000 rounded. Flashcard 12. Term, an apartment building that sold for $450,000 had an annual income of $62,500. What is its gross income multiplier? Definition: GIM equals price slash annual income. Thus, $450,000 slash $62,500 equals 7.2. Flashcard 13. Term, a property has a net income of $490,000 and sells for $7 million. What is its cap rate? Definition: $490,000 divided by 7 million equals 0.7, or 7%. Flashcard 14. Term: a property generates $490,000 net income and sells at a 7% cap rate. What is its value? Definition: $490,000 divided by 7% equals $7 million value. Flashcard 15. Term: if gross income on a property is $30,000, net income is $20,000 and the cap rate is 5%, the value of the property using the income capitalization method is. Definition: remember that value is calculated using the NOI of a property, not the gross income. Value equals NOI slash cap rate. So, value equals $20,000 slash 0.05 equals $400,000. Flashcard 16. Term: a property is being appraised by the cost approach. The appraiser estimates that the land is worth $10,000 and the replacement cost of the improvements is $75,000. Total depreciation from all causes is $7,000. What is the indicated value of the property? Definition: cost approach formula, land plus cost of improvements plus capital additions, depreciation, equals value. Thus you have $10,000 plus $75,000, $7,000, or $78,000. Flashcard 17. Term: a property's value is $7 million and the cap rate is 7%. What is the property's net operating income? Definition: $7 million x 0.7 equals $490,000. Flashcard 18. Term: gross rent multiplier formula. Definition: sales price equals monthly rental income x GRM. Monthly rental income equals sales price slash GRM. GRM equals sales price slash monthly rental income. Flashcard 19. Term: a property is purchased for $200,000. Improvements account for 75% of the value. Given a 39-year depreciation term, what is the annual depreciation expense? Definition: since only the improvement portion of the property can be depreciated, the depreciable basis is $200,000 x 75%, or only $150,000. The annual depreciation expense is $150,000 slash 39 years, or $3,846. Flashcard 20. Term: a building has 5 office suites generating annual potential rent of $20,000 each. If the annual vacancy rate is 10% and the annual expenses are $45,000, what is the NOI? Definition: $20,000 per unit x 5 equals $100,000 potential gross income. Next, subtract the 10% vacancy rate, $100,000, $10,000 equals $90,000. Then subtract the $45,000 for expenses, $90,000, $45,000 equals $45,000 NOI. Flashcard 21. Term: depreciation examples. Definition: property value equals $500,000, land value equals $110,000, depreciation term equals 39 years. Step 1, $500,000, $110,000, equals $390,000 depreciable basis. Step 2, $390,000 divided by 39 years, equals $10,000 annual depreciation.